I'm never really sure what I'm supposed to say here. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and crew members in good standing, welcome back to the Steve and Ian Project. My name is Ian. Now, before we get to the video today, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Should you like the video, we want you to like, share, and subscribe. Jingle the bell icon if you want to be notified of future videos. Now, if you don't like the video, please feel free to give us a thumbs down. Either way, just leave a comment, okay? Because we're stuck at home too. We got nowhere to go. I'm stuck in this black void and I got no friends and I need someone to talk to. And without further ado, a go-go, I'm going to pass it on off to Steve. Take it away, Steve.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen DiLorenzo, and have I got a story for you. As you may have heard before, I was in the Army. 3 years in the United States Army. By the time I left the Army, I could drive a truck, a gamma goat, a Jeep. I could drive almost anything. I love driving. This is one of the adventures I had when I first started driving. There's a lot of things you don't realize that you don't know when you first start out. So I'm driving a Jeep, and for some reason, at the last minute, they wanted me to drive the colonel, a lieutenant colonel, and let me tell you, I'll never forget his name, Lieutenant Colonel Armstrong. He was a Mormon. 9 kids. He had the longest station wagon I ever saw when he showed up one day with the family. So we're driving from Fort Ord to Paso Robles. There was an Army base in Paso Robles called Camp Roberts, where we did a lot of training. So I'm driving the colonel, a lieutenant colonel next to me, a sergeant major, which is the highest rank a non-commissioned officer can be, and a captain. They're in the back, colonel's in the front, and I'm driving. We're on the highway. Now, Army Jeeps generally don't use the tops because I don't know why. And so it's an open Jeep. Doesn't go very fast. The Jeep can only go maybe 60 miles an hour, 65 tops. So we're driving, and I'm cruising. Everything's good. Everything's just fine. I'm having a good time. And it starts to rain. Now, a lot of people know about things like that in the rain. I don't know anything what happens to a vehicle in the rain. Nobody ever told me that. They just gave me a driver's license. So we're driving, everything's good. It's pouring rain. We're all getting wet. We're all wearing our helmets and stuff. And our exits come up. So I put the blinker on. I'm pulling off the exit. Everything's good. And as I'm coming off the exit and coming to a stop sign, I'm stepping on the brakes. But nothing's happening. Now, brakes don't work. What are you supposed to do? That's why they call it the emergency brake, right? I mean, that's the way I looked at it. So as we're coming to the stop sign and the brakes aren't working, I yanked the emergency brake. I made a little mistake there. I maybe should have let everybody know. So all of a sudden, the colonel, bam, he hits the windshield. The sergeant major falls out of the Jeep. The captain falls between the 2 seats. And this is me. Everybody okay? Big smile. What the hell matter with you? Well, sir, the brakes didn't work, so I pulled the emergency brake. Did you pump the brakes? Pump the brakes, sir? When it rains, water gets between the brakes and the wheel. You're supposed to pump the brakes to pump the water out. Nobody told me that, sir. How long you been driving? Maybe a month, sir. After that, the colonel never wanted to ride with me again. I don't know why. And everybody was making jokes. Hey, there's DiLorenzo. He sent the colonel into the windshield. Hey, there's DiLorenzo. The sergeant major fell out. Hey, there's DiLorenzo. Everybody, that's all anybody ever talked about. I'd walk in, they go, hey, the colonel wants you to drive him somewhere. Yeah, My God, I didn't live that down forever. After that, everybody would make jokes. It was just like I was the joke of the day. Everybody knew about Steve. Oh, boy. But let me tell you, even in the end, the lieutenant colonel still liked me. He used to call me his Bronx bomber. He just didn't want to ride with me in the Jeep no more. He was a great guy. I got to tell you, and the sergeant major was a great guy. I have nothing but love for these men. And I'm really sorry I did that, but I didn't know any better. Nobody told me about pumping the brakes. Anyway, did I have a story for you or what, huh? Was that a good one? All right. The other thing I want to tell you, I'm sure you've all got stories out there, and we'd like to hear them. Maybe you could send us some of your stories. But make sure you write them down so you remember them. Make sure you put them in your computer. Make sure you put them somewhere, because you may be able to do something with those stories. I mean, look, I'm entertaining you right now with an old story. And you know how long ago I was in the Army? A long time. I don't want to tell you, but a long time ago. They still had Jeeps back then. They don't have Jeeps no more. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you very much.
Oh boy, howdy. I sure hope you enjoyed that as much as Steve and I enjoyed making it for you. I want you to tune in again next week. We're going to have a little bit of something with me. Until then, we hope you're staying safe. We hope you're taking care of yourselves. If you feel sick, stay home. I hope you're getting tested frequently. Make sure to maintain your social distance. Wear a mask over your nose and mouth. And wash your hands. I've seen so many people at my job take a poop and walk right the hell out. We love you. See you soon.